Hello and welcome to the DSP project. I'm your host Rupert Brown and this is the third episode of the show. Today I'm going to be talking about the Novation Launchpad. It is the second dedicated controller for Ableton Live, the first of course being the Akai APC40. Now if you haven't seen this controller, it's an 8x8 button grid used for launching clips, controlling volumes, pans, sends. Now, I thought rather than just giving you the specs and my hands-on opinion, I would talk about it how I was most interested. When I first heard about this product, I happened to be the very happy owner of an APC40, and so when I heard about this new controller, I wanted to know how it would stack up and what advantages it would have, if any, against this unit. So that's how I'm going to review it, sort of talking about how it compares and giving you the plus and minus, you get the idea. Okay, so the Launchpad, it is quite small, smaller than I thought it was going to be looking at it from videos and pictures. It is also made of plastic. It's light and plasticky, so it doesn't feel that robust. I wouldn't say it feels fragile at all. I don't think it's going to break on you, but it is a light plastic controller. The upside of that though is it is very portable. You could slip it into a laptop bag and not even know it's in there. And I dare say it would fit inside the print of a standard MacBook laptop. So it's nice and portable. Also on the portable tip, it's bus powered, which is a big thumbs up from me because I love bus powered gear because I hate power leads. I hate power leads in studios. I hate them going out in the gigs in the dark, and the more power leads I can get rid of, the happier I'll be. Bus powered, of course, meaning that the unit receives its power via the USB cable. So you plug one end into your laptop, one end into your controller, and then you're ready to rock. So that is a big bonus from me. The next thing it can do that the APC40 can't do is native support for drum racks, which is quite cool. So if you've got a drum rack and you're running a live set, you can jump over to it and knock out a quick kick snare pattern on the fly. It is, however, worth noting that it is not velocity sensitive, meaning the pads cannot tell the difference between a hard hit and a light hit. So if you're more of a serious percussionist, then this probably isn't going to be the unit for you. One more little bonus is it is an 8x8 grid, as I said, versus the launch grid on the APC40 is an 8x5 grid, so you get an extra 2 rows of launch goodness before you're going to have to start scrolling around. Now, I want to talk about how it deals with volumes and pans and sends. Essentially what would usually be controlled by a knob or a pot is now split out over a column of 8 buttons. Now this works really well for volumes in the sense that you can do quite cool cuts going between 0 and 100% volume and cut in and out a lot like you would on a DJ crossfader. And if you've ever tried doing those sort of really fast cuts on a MIDI fader, you'll know that it's not really ideal. You can get the latency down pretty low, but it's just not the same as a real analog crossfader. But using like I say, using the buttons going from 0 to 100%, you can get quite good, sharp, quick cuts happening. So that's nice. The downfall or the potential hang-up I can see with this is when it comes down to controlling effects. Let's say a cutoff filter. A lot of the time, all the really cool action, all the sweetness is happening inside of a small part of the full range of the pot. So, and where all that good stuff's happening, that's where you want to be playing around with. Now, if you imagine that pot's now cut into 8 big segments, you might be jumping right between where all the cool stuff is happening. So for playing with effects, sort of knob twiddling goodness, it's not going to be very good for that. And I mean, that's not what it's designed for. So that's only a very minor thing, but it's just something to be aware of, basically. Pricing, at the moment, having a look, the APC40 comes in at about £379, whereas the Launchpad is only £150, which I think is a very reasonable price. You're getting a lot of controller for your money. I think that is a really good price. And you can see where the differences are. Obviously, the APC40 is a lot bigger and heftier. But if you are looking for something that's light and cheap and portable, just to take to a party and whip out and rock out on, then this is definitely something you need to be looking at. If, however, you want a full-on flagship control of everything, serious daddy of a controller, then it might be worth saving your pennies for the APC40. That's been my review of the Novation Launchpad versus the Akai APC40. If you've enjoyed this video, you can come down to our website, TheDSPproject.com, leave a comment or subscribe and don't miss out on any of the new episodes, or you can send me an email direct to inbox@TheDSPproject. Tell me why you liked this review, tell me why you didn't like this review, just tell me. That's all we've got time for today. Join me next time where I will be talking about something else.